Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and it's time for another reaction request. If you have a video that let me react to, check the description below. There's a link that'll take you to a Google document with all of the relevant information. So today I'm looking at a video titled Anger Management Campfire Stories by mikeburnfire. And I don't really know what to expect here. I mean, I would assume, just going into it, that it's going to be about campfire stories. Or possibly about anger management, or both. But I don't really know. Never heard of mikeburnfire. So I really do not know what to expect here, but let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
This chief, the one that I had to bring a different beret for, and the one that I had to constantly make sure my boots were polished for, that one was the same one that I got sent to anger management for because I told him that
so we have anger management and we have a campfire, so
before he would get any of the cabinets that I had.
I'm sorry, did you say cabinets? Were you hoarding cabinets as well?
No. I had done my on-the-job training, I had gone to my actual unit, and the Army, in its infinite wisdom, had decided to send me to a forward support company.
So Army.
The way a forward support company worked is now, instead of having all this expertise that you can pull from a whole shop filled with mechanics, or a whole shop filled with armors, you now have one armor. Private First Class Zach.
You were in charge of everything.
Who has spent 3 weeks as on-the-job training. And that's all the experience. I had no idea how to fill out the correct forms. I knew how to fix guns. I didn't know how to fill out forms. I didn't know how to get things. I didn't know what kind of parts.
Doesn't seem like it's going to turn out very well.
Figure it out. So when I got to the company that I was in, immediately there are unit armors coming to me and saying, I need this fixed, I need this fixed, I need this fixed. I have 24 M4s that need to be gauged. I have all these things that are broken, and I need this fixed. And I'm like, cool, I don't have any parts, I don't have any gauges, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I'm inside this brick building. I had to go through every manual for every weapon that was used by the 6 infantry companies I'm supposed to support. I had to go through every manual, look at every weapon, and go, I'll probably need this part, and I'll probably need this part, and I'll probably need this one. I don't think I'll need this part. I had to guess at all this stuff. So I came up with this massive, and it took me months. I came up with a massive list of parts that I was going to need in quantities of things. I ordered all those parts, and then the parts got to me in cardboard boxes and plastic envelopes.
Wonderful.
And I have no way to organize these parts. I didn't go to college.
Yes,
I went into the military. So I have no idea how to organize a whole part system. Anytime someone's like, oh, Zach's so dumb, I'm just like, you have no idea the amount of fucking work I have. That's one of the reasons I'm so lazy now, is because I put everything into doing this stuff while I was in the military.
You really had to bust your ass.
I had to, oh my god. It's why
I would really expect there to be a
having really bad anxiety attacks.
system in place for this kind of
being in Iraq.
thing.
I have PTSD from being at Fort Polk and having to run a forward support company by myself. In any other unit, the job I was in would have been a warrant officer position. I was an E3.
Oh, you weren't even an E4 yet. You were just an E3.
I was an E3 holding the position of a warrant officer. I was like, I don't know, I guess I could fix these guns for you, but I mean, really, you're supposed to do this paperwork. And then eventually it got to a point where I was just big, bad, angry Zach, where I was just like, no, you can go fuck yourself, son. I'm not fixing any of your shit because you don't have the fucking paperwork. So, I got all these parts ordered. They sent a bunch of the wrong ones. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with all these parts. They're just sitting in cardboard boxes, and anytime I need to get a part, I have to dig through cardboard boxes until you need a new hammer for your M16? Cool, this is going to take me about 2 hours to find this one because I don't know where the hell it is in this mess. I got so frustrated with having to dig through these cardboard boxes, I'm like, fine, I need cabinets.
Did you purchase these cabinets with your own funds? Or?
No, I purchased them with the funds that was allotted to our unit for that fiscal year.
Okay.
I ordered these cabinets. Cabinets get sent to the wrong company.
Wonderful.
Cool. All right. Well, I have to go get these cabinets now. So I go to sign on a 5-ton truck so that I can go pick up these cabinets.
All right. Way more involved than I thought.
I feel like I have to tell you all the effort that went into these cabinets so you can understand why I did what I did.
Okay. Once I have the backstory, you refusing to surrender cabinets might make more sense.
Yes. So, I gotta go get a 5-ton to go pick up these cabinets. I go to get a 5-ton. There's no 5-tons available. What do you mean there's no 5-tons available? There's like 25 tons sitting out there. Nope, we don't have a single one that you can drive. Besides, do you even have a permit to drive that? Of course I do. My shop is on the back of one. Why don't you just use the truck that your shop is on? I can't do that because the shop weighs 7.5 tons and the cabinets don't fit in the door of the shop that's on the back of the truck. Well, we don't have any trucks for you to use. Fine. So I walk a mile down to Bravo because if I drive my car down there and I get a truck at Bravo Company, then I'm going to have to drive the truck back. And
You walked down to Bravo Company where the cabinets were delivered because you figured maybe they had a truck you could use.
maybe they had a truck I could use. They have a truck.
Hooray!
Thank you. Thank you for being nicer to me than my own company will. Clementine will remember this. I find someone with a forklift to pick up the cabinets and put them in the bed of the truck. I drive the truck back to my motor pool. I bring them outside my office. We don't have a forklift.
Oh.
Now the cabinets have to come off the truck. I had to get like 20 people to help me pick up these cabinets and put them on the ground outside of my shop. Now I have to figure out how to get them in my shop. They don't fit in the door.
No!
Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that.
These must be some
The
big
door,
cabinets.
but only if I take all the drawers out
Okay.
to lighten them up somewhat.
That's better anyway, because you're going to move the cabinet anyway. Why not take out the drawers?
Take out all the drawers, get the cabinets put in my shop. They got nice little drawers in them, and I can put little things. It's like the inside of a tackle box in these cabinets. You pull the drawer out, and they got a bunch of dividers in there, and you just put the parts in it. If I needed a part, I could look at the list that I had made on my own personal computer, on Excel, on the massive 300-plus page document.
It's just surprising that none of this already
part was, what the name for
exists.
the part was, how many of them I had, and what drawer and slot they were in.
You went so far above and beyond what was expected of you. If you had the chance to go back in time, would you tell yourself not to give so much of an effort? Because you worked your ass off and you never even made the rank of sergeant.
Yeah, if I could go back in time and talk to past me, I would be like, look, just don't do anything. Brush it off. Maybe if you're lucky, they'll send you to a not forward support company because they'll think you're unreliable.
If you keep working this hard, they're going to find you irreplaceable. They're never going to promote you. You're stuck. Be a lazy piece of shit.
I started doing that towards the end of my military career. I just started being a lazy piece of trash and I didn't care anymore. Anyway.
If only you had started earlier.
This is great. I finally have an organization for all my parts.
It only took you 4 weeks to get this set up.
2 months. And then probably another 3 weeks after that. Getting all the parts put into all the bins and organized by like size and what weapon system they go to. Top drawers for M9 parts. Second drawers for M4 parts. Next drawers for M4 parts. Drawer after that is M16 and 249 parts. I finally have my full bench stock list on a computer. Everything is available. Someone can come in and say, hey, the spring broke for my M16. And before they're finished with the sentence, I can say, excellent, I have 6 of them. Here is your part. Sign here, here, and here.
And everything will work smoothly like clockwork.
I can't even tell you how happy I was with
That's
the
what a little
setup.
organization will
And
do.
then Chief came into my shop and looked lustfully at my cabinets.
Oh no.
And his heart, yea, it was filled with avarice.
Avarice?
Greed.
Ah, yes.
Hey, Hathbeat, open that cabinet.
Give it an accent.
No, that's how he talked. He referred to everyone as high speed and he talked with a really bad lisp.
Oh, okay.
Then really
Interesting.
Yes, they are, Chief. It took me a long time to get them. I remember I put the order in.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to finally get these in here. Those are really not cabinets, Hathbeat. I think I'm going to need them. No, Chief, I just ordered these cabinets. I need them. I have all my parts in them. Hathbeat, I'm going to need them cabinets to put Humvee parts in. Humvee parts aren't going to fit in there.
Yeah.
The drawers are too small for Humvee parts. Mm-hmm. So it ended up devolving from a conversation of, no, Chief, you cannot have these cabinets. I just ordered these. I need them. Into, Chief, you can go fuck yourself, and I'm going to punch you in the goddamn face if you don't get the fuck out of my shop.
I think maybe we missed a step.
Seems kind of warranted.
Eventually, it resulted in me calling him an idiot and telling him that he would be dead and gone before he would ever lay a fucking finger on any of my
Oh
cabinets.
God.
I feel like there might be some fallout.
Yeah, that's
Said, we'll see about that high speed, and walked out. At which point, I grabbed
maybe
a
not something you say to
a
superior,
metal wall locker. I shot putted a 6-pound chunk of metal so hard into a metal cabinet that it punched a hole through it.
So you damaged your own cabinet that you just received?
Oh, no. This was a different cabinet. This was just like a metal wall locker.
Okay. Did anybody see you do this violent act?
Yes. My squad leader came to talk to me, and he said, "You should not have done what you just did." And I said, "Oh, gee, no shit, you fucking think?"
So you're at that point where you know you fucked up, and you're just wondering, what's happening now?
I had to go talk to the company commander. I got chewed out. When I came back, my cabinets were gone, and all my parts were on the floor in cardboard boxes.
Of
again,
course,
so
yeah.
I had to order more cabinets. As it turns out, what happened was better than I ever could have imagined. They sent me to anger management.
Oh, there it
I
is.
got to anger management, and sitting in anger management is a staff sergeant, a captain, a lieutenant, a warrant officer, a major, a staff sergeant,
All
staff
very
sergeant,
high-
a staff sergeant.
These are all very high-ranking members.
These are all people who are much higher ranking than me. And then E4 Zach.
Oh, you had been promoted in between.
Oh, sorry. Was I an E4 at this time? I can't remember if I was an E4 or an E3. So everyone has to talk about why they were there, and it's, well, my name's Sergeant so-and-so, and I punched one of my soldiers in the face because he wouldn't stop mouthing off to me. Seems reasonable to me.
Seems reasonable that you would be here. Not reasonable that you would punch one of your soldiers.
That seems reasonable to me. I can understand that happening.
I can
Everyone's
do.
going
But
around and talking about what they did wrong. They get to me, and I said, my name is E4 Zach. I'm here because I told my chief warrant officer to go fuck himself, and that I thought he was a massive piece of shit. Okay, that's weird. Why is there an E4 in here? While I'm in anger management, someone from my company calls me and asks why I'm not in my shop fixing weapons. And at which point I didn't even reply, I just snapped my phone in half. In anger management. Put the phone down on the table. This is why I'm here. And I just remember several of these other officers just looking at me like, I understand. I feel like they said it was anger management, but I'm pretty sure it was a incompetence of Fort Polk support group.
okay.
It's just where they send the people that can't deal with the incompetence at Fort Polk. They just send them here so they can all just talk to each other about how fucked everything was.
It's good to vent.
I ended up going to anger management for like 4 or 5 months. I have no proof of this, but I'm wondering if when I had told my chief to go fuck himself, if they were like, we've got to kick him the fuck out of the military. And then they went, wait, if we kick him out, we don't have anybody to fix guns. Shit!
And that was the first time that you had job security.
Yeah, I'm 99% positive that I could have gotten away with pretty much anything while I was in the military because I was the only one they had to fix guns.
You
That
never
is
took
an
advantage
important
of this,
skill.
I did, just in weird ways.
When you started off this story, I figured there'd be a happy ending. You made a spectacle of yourself, damaged some machinery, and he said, whoa, okay, you can keep them, and walked away. No, you had to get new cabinets. You had to order a second pair of cabinets.
Had to order a second pair of cabinets. Fortunately, these ones actually showed up at my motor pool.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
But I still didn't have a forklift to take them off the back of the truck.
Oh boy, many hands make light work.
Yeah. Well, on the plus side, though, when I would go to anger management, we would do relaxation techniques, and I would get to fall asleep.
Ah.
So sometimes anger management just meant nap time.
Oh boy! I'm glad this story had a happy ending after all.
That's a plus. Okay, well that was interesting. Yeah, basically just a story from this guy's military career. Which, I guess the graphics are from Fallout. I'm assuming this is a real story, right? It just there's too much detail. Or it must be based on reality. I mean, I'm assuming Zach is maybe a character based on the comments I'm seeing here. But I mean, if it's not, then that's a lot of detail because I was convinced. I was convinced by the level of detail there that it was real. I mean, I don't know, though at the same time, it does seem pretty unreasonable that the army would be that disorganized with like with this very important service of fixing the weapons. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it is that way. I mean, I'd be surprised if it was, but I also, I guess, if that is the case, there are weirder things in the world. So, yeah, curious. I would be curious for you guys to kind of maybe explain what the hell this is. But, whatever it was pretty funny and interesting. Good little story. And pretty well told. I mean, it felt pretty natural, like as a story told around a campfire. I mean, it wasn't entirely like a thing that you listened to. There wasn't really much of a visual component, but it was still fairly engaging. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Hope you guys liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.